I've just had enough of it. I really have. It has angered me. I can't see why they would do it, and the decision that's been made by the people at Image and Todd McFarlane, it just totally baffled me. Of course, I am speaking about the latest Haunt. I think we've had a couple of issues now with the new creative team, and to say that the book has changed is an understatement. Other than having the book, you know, relaunched under a different name, I don't think there is much more they could have done to this. For anyone who hasn't read Haunt before, it was a new Image title brought in by Robert Kirkman, Todd McFarlane, and with artwork by Greg Capullo. And it was about basically two brothers. One of them's a priest and the other one is a mercenary. And the mercenary is killed, and his ghost haunts his brother, the priest, and joins him and becomes this sort of paranormal suit that he can wear, give him the, you know, additional powers and stuff. His brother was sort of a ghost hanging over him at all times, and no one else could see him, and it was good. There was a good set of characters. He ended up working for an agency who were in direct combat with this sort of drug lord. The new creative team is Joe Casey and Nathan Fox. I had to check that because I've never heard of either of them. Practically everything about it is different. They have completely shifted away from the previous storyline, leaving everything behind. They have changed the artist from a very, very good artist to a very, very, I don't want to say bad artist. I don't want to tear into this guy. It's different. I'll show a couple of examples at this point. The previous artist was Greg Capullo, and his work is, you know, you can't really beat it. It's probably the best there is of that sort of look. I'm not sure what Nathan has done previously. I've never heard of him. I've certainly never seen anything like this before. I think Todd McFarlane does make a very good point in the letter pages of this issue. He does say to go for a poor man's Greg Capullo wouldn't have worked. But to change the artwork in such a way, it's messy, it's confusing, it's almost like he's in a different costume. Greg Capullo had an opportunity to jump over to Batman again, and he kind of took that and then couldn't do this as well. So it's not like Todd has chosen to go in this direction. He's had his hands forced. It's not just the artwork that's so different. The storyline's different. Suddenly it's a really religious book. They've killed off the main villain and replaced him with these religious sort of this like underground monastery that have these really weird motorbikes with guns on and stuff. It's like everything they were building for has just gone. And now Daniel's brother is a complete arsehole. There's no reason for it. There's no reason given for it. It just stands by and watches his brother get tortured at one point. I know that they're building towards making a point of this. I think that's obvious. There will be a reason for it. But to make a sudden change, you implement changes slowly. You don't just go boom, there's a change. I think that's even a quote from the letter pages where people are agreeing with me, and I have to agree with them. Not just a few strides in a different direction from the previous creative team. It is, you know, an entire Atlantic Ocean different. So that is my thoughts on the new book. I'm afraid. You see, I'm split on this. I really am split because I want to really slate this. I really do. But then I can see where McFarlane is coming from, because he's right. There isn't another Capullo out there. So whoever he chose, it wouldn't have been as good. But the other part of me is arguing that he's gone in such a different direction that the book is just screaming out to me. It doesn't feel the same. It's not the same book. So I don't know what you lot think, but that's what I think. A brilliant book with a very, very drastic change, and I just feel it's a bit of a shame, really. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. Tune in soon, more videos on the way, as always, and thank you for your support. You'll notice I'm actually in my football kicks. I'm about to go training, and also the location of my videos keeps changing depending on what time of the day it is and where I am and who's available. The reason that it's changed in this case is that my little lad is downstairs watching the Disney Channel, so I didn't want that in the background. I'm, if anything, I'm glad to get away from it, because it's, you know, I can only take so much Mickey Mouse, Pluto, and what's the other one, the Mickey's Clubhouse or whatever it's called.